Alrighty, just a brief video here to look at how I created my ideotype for the steep, deep, and cheap archetype or ideotype, whatever you want to call it. So I'm looking at the median angle of the lateral root angle, so that is the nodal angle. And what I'm curious about, or what I'm wanting to select, is steep. So this is the steep, this is the deep, and this is the cheap. So I'm actually looking at my rank, and I'm ranking all of these. For this one in particular, I'm looking at day 9 for the 292 genotypes. And so I've done a reverse rank on these because I'm looking for a steeper angle. So I've got 293 subtract from the rank, so that my steepest, here's 2, that is 81.87 degrees, so that's pretty steep in comparison to something that's more like 88 degrees here, which will be 291. So that's one of the tallest, sorry, that's one of the shallowest, and then one of the steepest is here. For primary root length, I decided to choose that for the deep. I do have depth, and depth and primary root length are correlated to a 0.999, and because primary root length is outside of the images where we have some of that hooked button hook, as or that I like to call it, where or shepherd's hook, sorry, where the root is actually curled around because it grew off the paper, or maybe the root is growing sideways and the depth isn't actually the depth as much as the primary root is. And rarely do we ever have where the lateral roots outgrow the primary roots, and if that is the case, then those lateral roots then are seen by ARIA as the primary root. So we got the rank for those. So we've got something here that's 39 centimeters is ranked 4th, and here we've got the 39.65 ranked 1st. And then for the cheap, what I did is look at the secondary root length over the lateral root branches so the count of lateral roots. So we want long branches, but not many branches, because we want them cheap. We don't want an intense competition going on, so we want a root spaced out and long. So that's pretty important too. So I've got that ranked as well. So the longer the better. And yeah, if we just scroll down through here, there's 12, here's 7, here's 3. So 3 is 3.4. So that's longer. And then so what I did for total is just summed up these ranks, and so there's no weighting to the system. In essence, this is 1/3, that's 1/3, and that's 1/3, and so we want to look at whatever ranked highest or closer to 1. So we did the opposite here when I added them up and I did a ranking. So here's number 1. And it is number 1. That's wrong. Final rank is upside down. My final rank, I just had to flip that on its head, and I did that in another column in which I did 293 subtracting of that rank. And so we have this one, which totaled to a measly 188 as being number 7, and we'll try to go down through the 300 and find number 1. Here it is. So it totaled 143, and you can see that the ranks across the board are all in the double digits and not in the triple digits like most of them. So that kept it down, and so this is the most desirable genotype for the steep, deep, and cheap. Very interesting. And I will go and do day 12 as well, so day 6, day 9, and day 12 independently.